All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's Throwdown Thursday. I am Tate Griffin, joined this week by special guest commentator, none other than the Slice of Nice himself, Reggie Collins.
Reggie Collins here, delighted to be on commentary for my first episode of Throwdown Thursday.
And we have the next level Gavin Miller in the ring for our opening contest. And he'll be stepping in the ring with none other than Non-Stop Andrew Thompson.
Non-Stop, which is next level, sounds like a very exhilarating match schedule to go up.
Wow. All right. This should be a good match. We got two of our youngest guys on the roster here. Both guys coming off of some big matches here in recent weeks.
And I'd say where next level Gavin Miller may have Andrew in strength, Andrew has Gavin in speed.
For sure.
And both have their advantages.
Quite possibly also technical prowess. I know he has quite a bit of mat skills, and not taking anything away from Gavin. But I do think that Andrew brings a lot of those catch-as-K and wrestling and mat skills to the table. The bell has sounded, and this one's underway. Two guys squaring off here. Oh, almost looked like he went for the thumb of his eye.
Looked like he was patting his head for a good job.
Lock up, not real tight one there. Immediately, Andrew Thompson gets around the back, gets him in a waist
That's
lock.
that wrestling prowess we were talking about.
Yeah, it is.
And here's the strength of Gavin. Has some amateur wrestling background of his own.
Showing everybody, including us, I guess, that he has a little bit of, he has some mat skills as well. I don't know, I'm getting this feeling like Gavin Miller's not really taking this as seriously as maybe he should. Oh, another waist lock. Oh, brings him down to the mat. Holds him there for a second, kind of does the same thing.
Gives him a taste of his own medicine.
Gavin Miller taking a moment there to, I guess,
accept reality.
That's a good way to put it.
So I've been following Gavin and Andrew since the very beginning, and to see how far they've both come, and here they are working. I mean, quite a match. Oh, and there's Gavin falling for the old amateur wrestling trick there.
For guys as arrogant as Gavin can be, those kind of moments, I notice sometimes it takes him a little too long to get over him. Oh, big belly to belly. Oh, and he holds on to that. Oh. Got him down. Referee had him patting in there close, making sure there's nothing illegal going on there. He's got him once again in this waist lock. Oh. And he takes another one, another belly to belly right to the ground.
So Andrew taking control over Gavin.
Rolling him over, going for a pin there.
Going for a half Nelson pin.
Absolutely a pin on that. Referee a little late on that. Oh, a little bit of a judo throw there. Into a wrist lock. Oh, throws him over again. What would you call that exactly? Oh, not quite a Beal.
It's almost like a judo hip toss is what it's looking like from Andrew to Gavin.
Sends him off the ropes. Shoulder tackle.
Andrew gives a big tackle to Gavin. And Gavin decides to roll out the ring.
Wisely at this point, I think. He needs a minute to kind of recollect himself.
Yeah, say Andrew definitely is the one with the advantage here.
He's taking every bit of that 9 count.
You wonder if he's catching his breath or he's actually plotting.
I imagine a little bit of both. Take a moment to criticize fans individually at ringside.
Gathering his thoughts as they are scattered.
Back him up right now. Push him
taking issue. See, at this point, I wonder too if he's banking on the idea that Andrew Thompson is going to become impatient. With youth comes impatience.
Well, Andrew's nonstop.
Referee's starting to count again.
Right now, the only thing next level about Gavin's how long he's taking to get back in the ring.
Oh, comes in the hard way. Boy, all that time he took to think about it really didn't help him get a good start here. Oh. Nice. That's scissors there by Gavin. Oh, Gavin doing some push-ups there. Still has some time to be arrogant and pompous. I don't think that this match is in any way, shape, or form in the bag for
Great
him.
pop out though from Andrew. Gavin taking even more time outside the ring to collect his bearings.
Well, I think it also serves to interrupt any type of momentum that Thompson had. Oh, he was busy clapping there, and he
Andrew kind of cost himself catering to the crowd when maybe he should have been paying attention to Gavin.
Ref in there doing the count. Yeah, that's a mistake there. I think Gavin should be staying on top of him.
You should be. There you go.
Don't
I
want
mean,
to
if you're
handle
Gavin,
the
that's
back.
what you got to do. Gavin having his back to the opponent is not a wise maneuver, especially since Andrew had control for most of the match up to this point.
Yeah, big forearm there. Line him up for suplex. Oh!
There's that strength that we mentioned earlier with Gavin. That's where the advantage is coming into play now. Speed does not matter much when you are getting hit in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Gavin's still feeling the effects from Andrew's offense.
Choking him there on the rope. Referee once again. And Gavin taking advantage of that full count. See, at this point, he should be staying on Thompson. Still has things well under control. Big forearm
You'd
drops
think
him
maybe
back.
Andrew would go for something here, some sort of, whether he's going to take a shot or go to grab a leg, do something.
Oh, that was a bit unorthodox to say the least. Hopped over and it came down almost like a somewhere between a leg drop and a bulldog.
Yeah, a famouser.
You're a lot younger than me. You know all those newfangled words that came out 20 years ago. Oh, missed.
Big German suplex.
Oh, wow. Big suplex. I'm surprised Gavin's up that quickly. Up. Big body slam. Now Andrew's, that neck's bothering him.
Andrew's feeling the effects of...
Another big body slam. Funny, both of these guys have been in a position where they get some offense and can't capitalize because they're trying to recover from the punishment they've previously taken. And just that quickly, it got turned around. Oh, reversal into the corner. Gavin hits the turnbuckle. Oh! Drop toe hold right into the second turnbuckle. And Andrew Thompson is now down and once again find himself on the bottom of this match. Oh, big knee right to the forehead. That might be it.
1, 2, 3.
Andrew Thompson's foot's on the rope.
From that vantage point, I couldn't tell for sure that it was. Oh. Whether that's the inexperienced referee or whether he went ahead and utilized the fact that that leg was on the ropes because of him. Now here we are, Jake the Machine Davis on his way to the ring. The new Elite Pro Hybrid Champion. You know, it was only a couple of weeks ago that he came out at DB Rivera's offering of his spot once he got injured. He got to pick the replacement opponent, Jake Machine Davis, unannounced to wrestle, and less than 2 minutes after he hits the ring, he becomes the new Hybrid Champion.
Hey, so I'm not going to take too much time here. I said it last week, and if you weren't here, I'll fill you in real quick. But what's going to happen on a weekly or almost weekly basis when I come out here to defend this championship, I have no idea who I'm going to be defending against, and no one back there knows who's going to get that opportunity. We literally have a clear bucket here with all the names that everybody that's booked here tonight that's in this building, whether they're booked in another match, whether they've already wrestled or whether they're going to wrestle, later tonight. The names are going to be drawn, so everybody's kind of chomping at the bit to see who it is. So, but if you want to do the honors, I'd like to know who I'm working.
Draw Barney. Barney.
All right, Reggie, you heard it there. Jake the Machine Davis basically saying that he's going to defend this belt against a random drawing. They're going to do the drawing, it looks like, right now. They have everybody's name in the bucket. They've done a drawing here to see who it is that's going to get the opportunity this week. And this looks like something that may happen regularly, assuming Jake holds on to the title.
And his opponents.
It was luck of the draw.
Let's see who got it.
Representing the Appalachian Fight Club, he is Bo Steele!
Oh,
Bo Steele.
Bo Steele of the Appalachian Fight Club.
He says he's going to be chopping down the competition, does Bo, and this would be one heck of an impression. Just a few matches into his very young career, could Bo be the hybrid champion? Not just defeating anybody, but Jake the Machine Davis.
And Bo had no idea until his name was called, but also Jake had no idea that it was going to be Bo. He didn't know who it was going to be until the name was called. This is interesting to say the least. JJ Grizzly at ringside, seconding Bo Steele for what's undoubtedly the biggest match of his young career. Has him early there. I don't know if Bo has any height on Jake. He might have a little bit of weight on him.
Whatever little weight or height Bo may have, he does not make up for the experience, to say the least.
Well, Jake's in-ring experience is more than Bo's life experience. Oh.
Wow.
Jake has not lost a step, as you can see. Hybrid champion has Bo Steele exactly where he wants him, controlling the pace here. Oh, Bo and his weight pushes Jake back to the corner. Able to throw a kick. He almost wanted to compensate before it even got there. Oh, did you see that? That's the experience. It wasn't even a lock, it was a takedown.
Jake is deceivingly quick.
Wrist lock again. Bo's not really sure what's going on at this point.
That's Bo's chopping arm. I'm sure he's not happy about that.
I'll tell you what, though, when you got these young guys that are coming in here, sometimes, even after a match or two, they find themselves in a battle royal or a tag match. They might think, this ladder might be easier to climb than I thought. Well, there's the top of the ladder. There's the hybrid champion. How's it going for you? Oh, my goodness.
I've been on the receiving end of many a right hand from Jake, and they are not pleasant.
Oh my gosh, it's a brutal chop. Close fist to the face. Referee not getting in there. Oh. little bit of a...
Shrugged JJ Grizzly off like it was nothing with a mere foot.
Oh.
Bo turning it right around.
Oh.
He's chopping something down.
Some shots of the bread basket there. Oh, he needs to stay on him. You can't let a guy like Jake in the corner there. Oh, going for some velocity. Oh, Jake moves out of the way just in time.
Sometimes Bo has learned a lesson the hard way.
Oh,
Spine buster.
That might be it. Yeah, Jake the Machine Davis successfully defends the Elite Pro Hybrid Championship against Bo Steele in rather short order.
Bo Steele, he somewhat held his own too. I mean, he did turn Jake around there right before the end.
Yeah. And you know what? He answered the challenge. He stepped up.
He did.
But again, your champion, the hybrid champion, Jake the Machine Davis. Jake making his way to the back here. It'll be interesting to see who he faces in the coming weeks. Again, assuming he retains the title, but this is something that, I think is a plan moving forward, is to defend again. Oh, wait a second. What do we got here? Dr. Douglas Crane there, along with ISP, the man that lost the belt to Jake Machine Davis only a few weeks ago. Dr. Crane running his mouth as per usual. I gotta believe a rematch sooner or later is going to be coming between these two guys. I mean, there's only fate that kept ISP from having his name drawn this week for that match.
Maybe Dr. Douglas Crane's name will be drawn.
That would make a lot of people happy. Here we are in the final match of this week's Throwdown Thursday. We have ISP. Of course, Dr. Douglas Crane has to grab the microphone.
Oh, you should. You morons just witnessed Jake the Thief Davis defend Israel Sharif Fakor's championship. And I could care less about you people. As does this man. No, I won't. I'll stand out here all night. I'll get right in your face. I'll knock you out. Sit down, old man. Have a seat. He's not going to do anything. He's all talk. Maybe, just maybe, you people, one of you should message your buddy, Dean Mosley. Tell him to get back on the school bus and we'll run out of here. Because this man is going to give him the beating his parents never did.
Dr. Crane, always with a mouthful. But here comes young upstart Dean Mosley returning from injury. And he's stepping in the ring here with what's probably his biggest challenge. Although he did wrestle you, Reggie Collins.
Yes, ISP is... I'd like to think, too, is that if you compare me to ISP is a lot more ruthless than I would be willing to be, especially to somebody in their second match.
Sure.
I at least offered to shake Dean's hand. Something is telling me ISP nor Dr. Douglas Crane is going to give him the same respect.
No, he had a pretty significant hand injury. He's back from that.
And it wasn't from the handshake.
It looks like he's in pretty good shape. Looks like he's been working since then.
He's done the ab rollers.
I'd say a defeat over ISP, though, is a upset to say the least, especially with the unholy motivation that ISP has now, having this being his first match since losing that title.
And that would be an unholy amount of respect earned on Dean's part.
No, absolutely. See how good. Oh, ISP, would you shake ISP's hand if he extended it?
No.
Especially if the hand that he's offering means you have to extend your previously broken hand.
Yeah, correct. And ISP is a very smart and dangerous man. ISP knows.
Kick right to the gut there.
Knows what a kick to the stomach will do. There it is, right there, the injured hand.
Maybe you should have listened there, pal.
30 seconds in, Dean Mosley. Oh, nice little roll out there. A little unorthodox, but hey, it worked.
I'm shaking your hand.
Got him in a headlock there, shoots him off. Wow. I'm surprised Dean didn't leave his feet there. Probably the velocity of him coming in, but hey, he's still on his feet. Good for him.
Well, like you mentioned, Dean is in tremendous shape, especially compared to what he looked like a few months ago.
Yeah, always improving. That's nice tight headlock there by ISP on Dean Mosley.
Dynamic Dean shooting ISP off.
He's known as the new man, Dean Mosley. Oh my goodness.
Lordy B. If that were a bowling ball, it would have been a strike.
That was big shoulder tackle. Had him roll back into the corner. Dr. Crane lurking at ringside as per usual.
You think Dean, you don't know if it's patience or if he's just a little bit nervous after taking a shot that big, but under the light he is glistening and ready to go.
Oh, Dean takes one out of ISP's playbook there. Gave him a kind of a kick to the shin or the knee. All right. Got him in a wrist lock. Puts him in a headlock himself. Look, he's taking notes from ISP in this very match. Oh, gets shot off. I don't think Dean's hitting quite hard enough. Oh, well, you know, fool him twice. Shame on you. The third time. Oh, Dean, you know, he's got that heart, though. That's one of the things I like about this kid. He's got a lot of heart. You know, he's down, he's hurt, but he's still climbing up. He still wants to fight. He's not giving up. Oh my gosh! Oh, that's Senton bomb. That's just as brutal as it gets right there.
He's crawling for dear life.
That might be worse than if a guy's flat on the ground when it happens. Oh, and he misses one. Dean quickly and smartly going for the pinfall. That's definitely a good move on Dean's part. Stay on him.
A flurry.
Yeah. Dean, a house of fire. Oh, and then takes a ruthless clothesline there. For a second there, I thought he was knocked out. But again, as I just mentioned a moment ago, Dean's still trying to get to his feet. Still trying to fight.
Dean definitely, I mean, he has a lot of fight in him.
Oh, big snapmare there. Oh, my goodness. What a clothesline. That might be it. Ref a little out of position there. Oh, I'll tell you what, 2.5, it might have been 3 had he been a little closer there. Is that Dean shoving ISP in the chest? Got a feeling that ISP's taking a lot of his frustrations out on Mosley here.
Especially just seeing Jake with the championship.
Yeah, I'm sure that didn't do Dean any favors. Dr. Crane seems pretty happy in the corner. All right, Dean fighting back. I think that if Dean is able, you know, hope against hope here. Oh, my goodness. I was about to say if Dean's able to pull out like some type of a victory here, that would jettison him to the top in terms of bigger opportunities and even title matches. They have a nosebleed there, can't tell. Oh, gosh. Right there, that foot looked like it caught him in the chest, and the knee might have caught him in the face. Oh, no. ISP, at least ISP believes, Dr. Crane by extension believes that he has this so well under control that he lifted him. You know, that sometimes that comes back to bite you. Oh! Big
Something's telling
mafia
me that.
kick. And that's 3. Your winner.
I mean, Dean tried his best.
He did.
You can tell. He fought until the very end.
Yeah. But the outcome is clear. ISP with Dr. Douglas Crane, the winner of the final match on this week's Throwdown Thursday. Reggie Collins, thanks for joining us. It's been a really good episode here of Throwdown Thursday. Oh, see, this is really unnecessary. You got a young guy, you know, everybody's been young, everybody's been new, everybody's been inexperienced, and you got Dr. Crane Standing there kicking him, ISP kicking him again, taking their frustrations out. Crane, you know, I wonder if he even needs that cane. You think he's spinning it like he's in the Music Man?
Dr. Crane is a ne'er-do-well at heart and at birth.
Well, for Reggie Collins, I'm Tate Griffin, and we'll see you next time.